We've been testing several of Flex's newest 24-volt power tools so we can give you an idea of what to expect from the brand new lineup. We've got a bunch of these tools, but for today, we're going to start by looking at the hammer drill, impact driver, circular saw, reciprocating saw, and oscillating multi-tool. 24-volt Flex tools are coming to a Lowe's near you, and they're preparing to shake up the cordless tool market. Bringing power, pro features, and a 5-year tool and 5-year battery warranty, they're positioned to take on the top dogs in the industry. Before we get too far, let's start at the top, or bottom, with the battery. This is a 24-volt max system. Like Cobalt, it's a 6-cell system instead of 5 like 18-volt and 20-volt max tools. Out of the gate, Flex has 4 available batteries. It starts with a compact 2.5 amp hour pack and moves to a 5 amp hour pack for most of your drills, impact drivers, oscillating tools, and other handheld power tools. But for higher draw tools like circular saws and reciprocating saws, 8 amp hour and 12 amp hour batteries take center stage. Inside each pack, Flex has what they call Thermatech. According to their research, it keeps the battery cooler, extending its overall life and giving you up to 25% longer runtime. If there's one tool we've handled the most, it has to be the cordless hammer drill. When the Flex 24-volt model showed up at the Pro Tool Review shop, we jumped right in and got to work, and we were immediately impressed with its speed. Most drills top out at around 2,000 or 2,100 RPM. Flex does something that's unusual though and has a turbo mode. That's a performance boost you engage with a button at the base of the tool. In high speed, our tachometer showed it taking the Flex from 2,000 RPM to 2,560 RPM. It also works with low gear, bumping the speed from 575 RPM to 725. It's not all speed though. There's plenty of muscle to back it up, 1,400 inch-pounds worth, and that makes it one of the strongest hammer drills available. Now, we wouldn't say that unless we'd actually tested it. To do that, we wanted to see how that power translated into the real-world work of rough ends. We chucked up a 2 9/16 inch self-feed bit to see what it can do in 2x4 studs. Normally you'd do this type of drilling with a bigger right angle drill, but check this out. Not only did Flex chew through these holes without a problem, it did it in high gear. Nearly all cordless drills we've tested need to do this type of drilling at low speed. What's even more impressive is we were doing that in standard mode, and we can make it even faster by bumping up into turbo mode. Drilling with bits that big, that fast comes with some risk. Using the side handle helps a lot, but it's the built-in kickback control that we're really excited to see. If the tool binds up while drilling, a sensor automatically stops the motor before it does major damage to your wrist or elbow. Overall, we're seeing pro power, pro features, and class-leading performance in this tool. This is impressive, even more so when you figure it's a first-generation tool. We love testing impact drivers at Pro Tool Reviews, mostly because of how much you can do with these tools. They're fun to test, and Flex moved directly into the top tier of cordless impact drivers with its premium 24-volt brushless model. They also made some pretty innovative moves. For example, right below the 1/4 inch X collet, you see this little button? It's the quick eject button. Instead of pulling out the collet to install or release your bit, you just push the button. You never have to move your hand or set the tool down. It's one of the more innovative features we've seen on an impact driver in a while. There's also some eye-popping performance built in. Topping out at 3,600 RPM, you get a monster 2,500 inch-pounds of torque. You need some control with that much power, and Flex gives it to you with 3 standard speeds and 2 self-tapping screw modes. A high-torque impact driver like this will snap half-inch square adapters on our test rig all day long, but we can see how it translates that power to work by driving a series of 3/8 inch by 8 inch rugged structural screws into stacked OSB. Check out how confident this tool is driving that big of a screw. With the push of a button, you can take that power and turn it into perfect control with the assist modes. Designed for use with self-tapping screws, you can eliminate over-tightened, broken, and stripped fasteners. One other thing, we really like how compact Flex made this tool. It's just 4.75 inches from tip to tail and one of the most compact models we've tested. Over the last 2 years, as we've tested dozens of cordless circular saws head-to-head, models have split decisively into 2 categories, standard and advanced. Based on our early testing, Flex's first-generation 7 1/4 inch brushless circular saw jumped straight into the advanced side of the group. Its cutting performance is excellent, and the tool competes with the top saws we've tested. We're gearing up to put this one on our official test track, and right now, it's looking really competitive. You can see that Flex went with a traditional blade right design that helps this tool feel very natural for anyone who's used to a corded sidewinder style saw. They also shaved some weight with a magnesium blade guard and foot plate. With circular saws, we look for a clean line of sight to where we're cutting, and Flex did a great job of giving you good access to the cut line with an extra set of notches near the blade. The depth of cut is worth noting as well. You're able to cut up to 2 5/8 inches deep. That's enough to get through 3x material in one pass for those of you using it. If you're ripping wood, that's 5 sheets of 1/2 inch plywood or 3 sheets of 3/4 inch subfloor. And it's not just about capacity. No matter what material is on your plate for the day, this Flex 24-volt circular saw has the power to muscle through it. Flex also got the ergonomics right. The main handle fits comfortably in your hand, and that front handle is just the right size to give you a secure grip without being too big. At this stage of the game, Flex was going to have to put together something pretty special to compete with the top cordless reciprocating saws, and they delivered. From our first cut with this 24 brushless recip saw, we could tell it had less vibration than most of the other saws in this category. That's thanks to what Flex calls shock shield vibration suppression. With a long 1 1/4 inch stroke length that drives up to 3,000 strokes per minute, it melts through metal cutting at speeds that go toe-to-toe with the best we've tested. Switching over to wood cutting, it has a major advantage over its competitors by providing a switch to engage orbital action, which adds some aggression to its speed. The surprising revelation is seeing just how compact Flex kept this saw considering how well it performs and how well it controls the vibration. It's just 17.5 inches long, and that's more in line with what we expect from standard cordless reciprocating saws, not these higher performing models. Add in a rafter hook, LED light, pivoting shoe, and push button shoe length adjustment, and you've got a professional level demolition tool that doesn't leave you wishing you'd bought something else. We've worked with a lot of multi-tools, so a few things immediately jumped out to us about the Flex 24-volt brushless oscillating tool. First, we love Flex's shock shield vibration suppression. It isolates the head from the rest of the tool body, and that makes a huge difference in how much vibration you feel. There's very little vibration on the main grip area, and almost none of it reaches the battery. Next, you gotta love that Flex went with the StarLock accessory interface. If you haven't used this yet, it's a big improvement over any of the other tool-free options. Just flip the lever on top to release the blade, push the tool head down on top of your new one, and flip the lever back in place to secure it. There's no need to touch a hot blade, and you can swap accessories much more quickly. We also like that you have a pair of LED lights on the front. These do a nice job of lighting up your work area compared to single light designs. Of course, we're never happy until we test the performance for ourselves. We tested this tool with cutting and sanding, both of which benefit from the 4-degree oscillating angle and up to 20,000 oscillations per minute. The tool seems to get a phenomenal amount of work done quickly. It's fast enough that the models currently near the top of our test track charts have some serious reasons to feel nervous about this guy warming up for its time trial. Flex decided to forego the standard variable speed dial and opted for 5-speed electronic controls on the back instead. We're totally good with that call, and it's easy to see what speed you're in without having to turn the tool to look at it. The last thing that Flex did a really good job on is the ergonomics of this tool. It feels very natural in your hand, and the size and shape don't make odd angle cutting as awkward as some designs. So far, we think this is an oscillating multi-tool that's worth some serious consideration. I'm sure one of the big questions out there is going to be, are Flex 24-volt cordless tools any good? But with what we've experienced so far, they're legitimate contenders against the biggest names in the business. Check out Lowe's.com for more information on combo kits, availability, and pricing. We're going to have a lot more information coming as we continue to evaluate these tools. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or feedback for us, feel free to leave those in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Help us out by subscribing to our channel below. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on our latest videos.